welcome back to Farmstead Forge. In this video is a bunch of clips of me building the railing from the loft in my Airbnb cabin. But it's more than that, really. It's more of a story about the old drill that I made this out of. And I made this bench for the front porch. Some stories are told, like the one I tell later in this video. And some stories you just gotta put the pieces together. Like how this old drill was used to plant wheat and barley right here in central Montana to probably help feed America. Or how it was used to plant oats for the ranch workhorses. And it would have been pulled by a cabless tractor in the wind and dirt by some determined farmer or rancher just praying for enough rain that his crops would grow. And how it would be used so hard for so long that all its parts would wear out.
The old boardwalk is about completely gone.
And time would make them obsolete. And it would be retired to the fence row in case it'd be ever need scavenged for parts someday.
A lot of fun old gears and sprockets. Everywhere there's just all kinds of fun stuff we can build a lot of stuff out of. I actually have a lot of cool ideas what we'll do with some of this stuff.
And then a few decades later, a new family would take over the land with dreams of growing crops, cows, and kids. And he would call me up and say, "Jayce, I need to clean up this place, and I'd hate to see this thing crushed into a cube. I think you could use it for the loft in your cabin, the wheels." So fate stepped in and I intervened, and we unloaded it and I took it apart and I gave it one more job so it could have railing in my cabin and a nice bench for people to look off at the sunsets. This year alone we'll have people from all over the US, Canada, all over the world. We got a family from China coming through this year. And that's just what we have on the books. You guys grab yourself a hot cup of coffee and enjoy the video.
Plan for this old guy is I'm going to pull the old hopper off this old cedar drill, and we're going to use that for a bench for our cabin. Maybe a couple benches later on, but right now just one. And the wheels we're going to make our railing out of for the cabin. Kind of hurts a little bit to take the old grill apart, but it's pretty rough. There's a lot of broken stuff missing. This sparked old memory for me. So they left just enough grain in it that the mice wouldn't get in, but it's a pretty cool old oil can in there. It's pretty cool.
This old oil can sparked a pretty good memory. As a kid, we used to do something called riding the drills, and that's when you were about out of seed or you were moving to a new field or changing seeds. You had to try to get as much of the seed worked out as you could. Of course, we had like 4 of these tied onto a big cultivator, so your outside wing when you're going in a circle would always seed more than the inside one would. So Dad would always come get you to ride the drills, and we had a Swan's ice cream bucket is what we used, but go to your far drill and you'd scoop and you put a little in the middle and a little in the next, and then the rest in your end drill. Back and forth, and all the dust and stuff. And I hated farming. I much more liked the cowboy end of the ranch, but man, I wouldn't trade those memories for anything. I'll probably try to save every nut and bolt I can because that's who I am. But on the bright side, there's a lot of square-headed nuts and bolts on here, which is pretty cool because it'll save me a lot of time in future restoration projects.
Look at all this nice square shaft. It's too bad it's got a roll pin in it every 6 inches.
This is kind of one of those don't do it at home kids. Don't worry, it only weighs a few 100 pounds now, so it would only smash your toes. These little high lift jacks are notorious for getting people in trouble because they do stupid stuff like this. are what I really want. That's all he had.
The old drill is nothing but a memory now. Got a little torch work to do. I'll do that tomorrow. Might try to incorporate some of these goofy pieces into something eventually. Got all my wheels piled up. Then got some nice flat iron and some square stock and a bunch of fun gears.
I already got my ladder made. I didn't film any of that, but I have this old piece of flat iron. It's got some green paint on it, and I want to try to use this for my railings. So try to use as much as I can off that old drill to help tie everything together.
Got that nice old John Deere paint.
It's taking forever. I sound like my kids. Dad, is the loft railing done yet? Is the ladder done yet? Dad, it's taking you forever.
This is one of those, don't try it at home, folks. I like it. It's gonna work. Just want to make sure I didn't have any screw-ups before I weld everything solid. That rod I bent, this is my plan. It runs in there. Oops. This piece attaches to my ladder, and then I'll have pipes, and these pipes and this rod have green paint on it, so it'll look good, and then I'll weld every other one, so it'll make its own hinge. clear across. Then I can pull this rod out if I need to remove the ladder, to redo floors, cleaning or whatever. So it's coming along pretty nice. Originally I was just gonna do top rails up into uprights, but it looked kind of weird, so I decided to carry it all the way down through. So I just gotta level those up, square them up, weld them up after lunch. Got a lot going in the shop this week. Got the sheep wagon outhouse and shower house ready for tin. Should have tin this next week, so it's a really busy week. And I got a big scrap metal dumpster out front that I gotta get filled up in between all that to get a bunch of junk out of here. All this metal for my railing though, I cut on this nice bandsaw that a friend gave me. The motor was out, but it came with a new motor. He just didn't have room for it in his shop, and it had a few other things wrong with it that I had to fix. The wiring for the cutting fluid was kind of goofed up, so I got that fixed. And then what else? Oh, my vise was not working right. I had to take it apart and redo that. So free bandsaw, and it was so nice to have something that cuts stuff nice and square for this project. So very blessed that he gave that to me. And then I've had these rollers laying around for like 5 or 6 years that I got of a property cleanup job that have been floating around under my welding table, and these old axle housings somebody had cut for stands. So they're a little bulky, but I had pipe that just fitted them perfect. So it's one of those use what you got. And then this metal, all of this metal came off of the old drill, so it all kind of helped me with this project. So we lost all the audio on this clip, so you guys have to watch it in silent movie form, which is really too bad because you had heard a lot of funny stuff about, you know, my wife telling me how dumb this idea is, and don't you have any friends, and stuff like that. And me saying stuff like, oh, it's okay, honey, just watch your feet, because if I drop this, it'd probably chop your toes off. And like always, you listen to your wife and get the right idea, and it goes pretty smooth after that.
And you can't see it here, but I am in full-blown panic mode here, holding this thing up and hoping it doesn't go careening off the edge.
Nice and sturdy. And it keeps that nice open look I like. Better try it out. Nice. There it is. All installed. It looks really steep on camera, but it's actually 3 feet out there, so it's pretty nice. Got my green paint showing up through here, down along here. Still see the slider door. It just keeps a very open feel to it, and it matches right along with my bench. They've been waiting for this for like a whole year. Okay guys, come in. Hello? Hello? You can come in now.
Wow, look at that. So nice. Born in the barn? Nice.
This
custom, Willis.
Well, that doesn't
Can I live here?
stick out. As
You live here? Yeah, give me a couple more years, I'll probably agree to that.
Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed this video of me building loft and railing. It wasn't much this week. It's the time of year where I just gotta do what I can do. So if you did enjoy the video, give it a like and make sure and comment. I love hearing your guys' stories. It always brightens my day. And if you ever want to come stay with us, we'll put a link in the description. So until next time, remember to keep it simple, and I'll catch you in the next one. See if I can pick it up long ways, but my skid steer might have different ideas than I do.